For a link to the PDF version of these instructions, check down below in the description. The Teardrop 8x8 raised garden bed requires 10 to 28 4-foot boards and 6 to 12 4-foot curved boards depending on the variant of choice. For a full list of parts required for each level, as well as cubic soil required to fill each level, check down below in the description. To connect your boards and brackets, take a bracket and slide one onto either end of your board until the snap lock hole is lined up. Once you have the hole lined up, take one of your snap lock plugs and lay it flat onto that opening. Then with the palm of your hand, apply firm pressure until you hear a click. Now flip the board around and repeat this step on the other side. If you're having trouble installing the snap lock plugs by hand, you can also use a hammer or mallet to install them. If you think that you've installed your bracket in the wrong orientation and you need to remove it and flip it around, you can do so using a flathead screwdriver. Take the flathead screwdriver and insert it into the opening on either side of the snap lock plug. Insert it and apply firm pressure into the snap lock plug and then twist up. Then flip it around again and repeat this step. Firm pressure into the nub and twist up. Now you can remove your bracket and flip it around. When connecting the brackets to the curved timbers for this design, make sure that you're consistent with how you bracket the boards along all of your timbers. They need to be bracketed identically. So on this side, I have a top sleeve, and on the opposite side, I have it alternating on a bottom sleeve position. And make sure that you pay attention to the concave of that board. So the curve right now is coming towards me. So for all of my timbers, make sure that the curve is consistent with how you've bracketed. If at any time when you're putting together your design, you realize that a board doesn't fit because the bracket is in the wrong position, again, remember that you can use the flathead screwdriver to remove the snap lock plugs on the brackets to flip it around. For hard surface installation, you can use a hacksaw to cut off the part of the stake that inserts into the ground. Connect the boards of the first level of your design using stacking stakes inserted into the joints upside down. This will allow you to form the base level of your frame while still being able to make adjustments to that shape by sliding the boards along the ground. Take two curved boards and place them on top of the upside down stacking stakes on your first level in the crossboard position that they will eventually lie on the top of your Teardrop raised garden bed. By making this adjustment to your base frame, you ensure that those top levels will fit properly. Once you've made the final adjustment to your base frame, flip over those stacking stakes and hammer them into the ground. In this video, I'll be building the largest variant for the Teardrop raised garden bed, which includes 4 levels for the base and then 2 levels for the top section. Keep track of the variant that you chose and exclude any additional levels that you might see me build in this video. For the base frame, each additional level you add to that will require 6 straight boards and 2 curved boards. And then for the top section, each level of that top section will require 2 straight boards and 2 curved boards that will cut across between these 2 joints. For all additional boards that you stack, use stacking stakes that will insert into the top of your ground level stake. Once you've stacked the final level of your base frame, the last step for your teardrop raised garden bed is to install 2 straight boards and 2 curved boards for each top level that is with your variant. Once you've installed the final level of your teardrop raised garden bed, the last step is to install a finishing cap on top of each of your joints, and then you're ready to fill with soil and start planting. If you're interested in the vertical growing of plants like tomatoes, snap peas, or cucumbers, check down below in the description for a link to our Veggie Wall kit. If you have any questions on this instructional video, please email us at support@frameitall.com.
Frame it all.